Hi everybody, this is John Watkins. On our recent trip to Stockholm, we took a day trip to Uppsala, Sweden. We really didn't know what to expect, but what we found is that Uppsala is a center for much of Swedish history, and it's also a bustling university town. Come along and we'll show it to you. This is Gamla Uppsala, or Old Uppsala, which is a few miles outside of the city. These burial mounds date from the Iron Age, and the three largest mounds are called the Royal Mounds. There are hundreds of mounds in this area. Gamla Uppsala was an important place for religion, trade, and community life. Here are some more views of the mounds. They really are huge and very spectacular to see. This stone is said to mark where Pope John Paul II gave remarks in 1989. This is the old church at Gamla Uppsala. It dates from the 11th century, but has had additions from the 15th century. It may have been built on the site of a pagan temple. This is the bell tower for the church. And this is the sanctuary. And then we turn and pan and look up at the organ pipes. And here's another view of the sanctuary. A little closer view. And then the loft and organ pipes again. We are in downtown Uppsala now, and this is the river that runs through town. It is really quite beautiful. It was a beautiful day when we were there, and just a lot of bridges and just very scenic place to be. These flowers on one of the bridges created kind of a Monet-like scene. At least it seems to me it's kind of like that. And now we're on the campus of the university. This building is simply called the main building. It was built in the 1880s and is still in use for lectures, conferences, concerts, and university ceremonies. The statue is of Erik Gustav Geyer, a historian and poet. The woman at the base of the statue is supposed to represent Geyer's thought, which is a strange conception for modern times. This is inside the main building, the ceiling, and there was a conference being held when we were there. And then outside there are some rune stones, which are very historical and very interesting. The cathedral dominates Uppsala. Here are the cathedral spires from the campus, and here is a view from the river that I really like. The cathedral is the tallest church in the Nordic countries. It dates from the 13th century and was originally a Catholic cathedral. It is now part of the Church of Sweden. As we look at the interior, we get an idea of just how incredibly tall the structure is. And it's long too. It's just a vast, vast building. It's been the site of many coronations of Swedish royalty, and also serves as the resting place of many. It's a beautiful building. And here we are at the highest point in Uppsala. You get a view of the entire town. You see the spires of the cathedral. And let's see if we can go in here for a bit of a closer view. Well, there you have it. That was our visit to Uppsala. If we had to do it again, we might actually cut one night off of the stay in Stockholm and spend it in Uppsala, because we felt like we only scratched the surface of everything that town has to offer. If you go, I do think you'll be impressed. Well, that's it. See you next time.